fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne. I am here today to work on my little baker kit while I share with you my updated goals for September. So we are officially into October, so I need to update everything. And if I have time at the end of it, I have a few other things I might share with you. But first, I'm going to zoom in to where I'm going to be working, so I will be right back. So let me just jump into my diamond painting goals. My first diamond painting goal, as always, is my diamond painting hours. You guys know I'm aiming for that 10,000 hours of mastery. Haven't made it yet, but I'm still aiming for it. So how did I do in September? I need something like 84 hours to be on track, which I don't think I've gotten. Maybe 1 month this year I've gotten my 84 hours. Didn't get them again this month, or last month, I guess, September. I got 54 hours and 38 minutes completed. So not terrible. It's not nothing, but not the 80 some hours that I need. So I doubt seriously, unless I put in a lot of diamond painting between now and the end of the year, that I'm going to make that 1,000 hours goal, but that's okay. So if I add my 54 hours and 38 minutes from September to my previous total, which was 446 hours, 21 minutes, that means I'm sitting at 500 hours, 59 minutes. So you can see how far behind I am because I should have hit 500 hours at the end of June. So I'm several months behind as far as hours go, but like I said, we've had lots of things going on. I've had lots of things that have taken my time away from diamond painting, and that's okay. Life happens. This is a hobby, so if I don't have all the hours to devote to it that I need to, that's okay. Other things are more important sometimes. So that's where I stand for my DP hours. Then my next goal is number of finishes. How many things did I finish in September? Sadly, not very many. I only finished 2 things in September. I finished my De los Muertos kit for drills and chills, which I'm happy about. I'm really glad that I finally got that one done. Kind of sad that the Mermaid Cavern isn't around anymore, but at least I got to experience doing one of their kits. That's how I'm going to look at it. And then the other thing that I got done was my last budget kit, which was a Muka. And it was a very small one, just a 40 by 50, so it didn't take me very long at all, but that's 2 things out of my stash, so I'm going to call that a win. So 2 finishes in September plus the 22 previous finishes means I'm sitting at 24 for the year. My goal is to finish 36. I don't know if I'm going to make that just because I'm working on such large kits. I don't know that I'm going to make it all the way through to get all of these larger kits done. All I can do is work on it and see where I end up. So 24 for the year, that means 12 in the next 3 months. That's 4 a month. Am I going to make that? Probably not, but we'll see. I doubt seriously that I will make that goal just because, as I said, I'm working on large kits like this one. I am working on my Spangler as well, although I'm a lot closer to finishing that one than I am to finishing this one. But I've been concentrating on that one. I want to finish it before October ends. That way I can say that I finished 2 kits for drills and chills, and also that means I will have at least completed my goal of my Spanglers, which I'll get to in a minute. So after finishes, my next goal was Canadian companies. I did revise that one. I think I had it as listed as 3 a month at the beginning of the year, which, had I thought about that, was crazy. That would have been like 36 different stores, but I just have not felt like buying things. I don't really see that many things, even kits coming out that are just things that I gotta have. I've bought a couple of things this year to try, but other than that, like I said, I'm just really not feeling the need to purchase a lot of things as I work through my stash, so it's all good. I think I mentioned before, I'm not calling it a no buy because I didn't tell myself that I wouldn't spend any money. I just haven't found anything I want to spend money on. So 0 Canadian companies, add that to my previous total of 3. That is 3 for the year. And I think I revised my total down to 12, so I'm still behind on that one. Doubt seriously that I'll make that one, but you never know. The next item, next goal is my budget. And because I haven't bought anything, I didn't spend anything. So for the month of September, I didn't spend anything, so my spending is 0. So if I add that to my previous total of 511.86, I'm still sitting at 511.86, which means I have $1,288.14 of my budget remaining. Like I said, I'm kind of waiting for Black Friday, Cyber Monday to see if there's going to be anything in new releases or whatever that I feel like is worth buying. I'm not going to hold my breath. I don't think I really bought anything last Black Friday. I think what I bought last year, they may have been a couple of new releases or maybe they were just restocks. I don't know. But I think I waited until it might have been a Cyber Monday sale or maybe even after that. I don't know. I can't remember. But this year has been zooming by. I don't think I bought anything else. And I doubt seriously I'll be spending a ton of money on Black Friday or Cyber Monday. But like I said, you never know because maybe they'll release a whole bunch of things that I'm like, oh, those are just adorable. I've got to have those. Maybe. Or maybe I'll just keep on working on the things in my stash and shopping my stash. That's been working for me so far this year. My next goal is the amount of Spanglers that I have completed, and I'm very hopeful that I'm going to meet that goal. I should. All I have left is to complete Treasure Quest, which is the one that I'm working on right now, and I think I'm over halfway done with it. So once I'm finished with that one, then that will complete my Spanglers. Haven't done it yet, so I won't get to count it until October. So for September, the Spanglers finished as 0 because I didn't finish anything in September. But hopefully here in the beginning part of September or October, I will finish it and I'll get to count it for October. For September 0, if I add that to my 3 previous completed Spanglers, I'm still sitting at 3, but I should be at 4 by the end of the year, so I should meet that goal. Then my next goal is to slash my stash. How am I doing with that? Not terrible. So I finished 2 things. So that means for the month of September, I'm at -2 for my stash, which is good. I do think that I'm going to switch that over to square centimeters for the last quarter of the year, just because it'll make me feel better. The number of finishes won't be as high, but the square centimeterage will be big because I'll be finishing like the Treasure Quest and this big one. And if I get time to finish the big Christmas one that I want to do, and if there's anything else big that I want to do between now and then. So I'm at -2 for my stash for the 2 that I finished in September. If I add that to my previous total of -9, I'm down 11 kits. And nothing to add to that because I didn't buy anything in September, so I'm down 11, which makes me feel pretty good. I wish I had more done for the year, but it is what it is. I can only diamond paint so fast, and I only have so much time. I'm not willing to give up sleep for it most of the time. My last goal is my Stay or Go kits. You know, if you follow the channel, and if you don't, hit that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you as a subscriber. If you follow the channel, you know that I have done a series of Stay or Go kits. I had like 10 last year, and I've done a couple, 3 or 4 this year so far. My goal was to do at least 3 of them. So far, well, I didn't do any in September. So 0 Stay or Go kits for September. If I add that to my previous total for the year, which is 1, which was my Midnight Warrior kit, then I'm sitting at 1 for the year so far. I do have a second one that I really want to do before the end of the year. I just don't know if I'm going to get to it. I'm hoping, because I want to finish my Spangler, my last Spangler, and this one before I start on that one. Not because it's super big, although it's a decent size, but because it's round, and I'm trying to force myself to finish up some squares before I jump back into some rounds. I did open the Naoko one, which you guys saw me open and kit up last week, and she is around, but I think the other one that I want to do, which is a Stay or Go kit, is bigger than she is. And I'm doing this one square, my Spangler is square, and the Christmas one I want to do is square. So, and I'll have to see. I thought I had purchased some of those more recently. I was looking at my spreadsheet earlier today, and most of these I've purchased back in 2023 or before, which means I think for some of my Dreamer designs that they are not going to be the upgraded kit, which is going to make me sad, but that's okay. Everything will get done eventually. If I keep putting them off, then I don't have room to welcome in any new kits, right? So I need to get all of them done that I want to, and then see what I want to do. So for my 7 goals, pretty sure I'm not going to make my hours, probably won't make my number of finishes, won't make Canadian companies. I'll make my budget in that I probably won't spend all of it, which is fine. I will get my Spanglers done. I am slashing my stash, although I don't know if it's going to be by the percent that I wanted. I think I said 30% originally, but I may have downgraded that. I don't remember. But minus 11, I think I was close to 80, so 10% would be 8. So I guess I've made 10%. Maybe I'll make 20 before the end. Who knows? And then my stay or go kits, I should get 2. Don't know if I'll get 3. So of my 7 goals, I might make 3 of them, which is kind of sad, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? All right, so now you're updated on September. We are in October, and I wanted to mention, because I forgot to do this, that October 1st started our holiday diamond paint along. So for those of you who are doing drills and chills, if you are not done, whatever kit you are doing for drills and chills, you can count for this because Halloween is a holiday. For those of you who are not doing drills and chills, it just has to be a holiday kit. So any holiday applies, whether it's a US holiday, Canadian holiday, or a holiday in your country, whatever it is. There's, of course, all the big ones: New Year's, Valentine's, St. Patrick's, Easter. The US has 4th of July, Halloween, Thanksgiving, which for Canadians is coming up pretty quickly, November in the States, and then Christmas. And I'm sure there's lots of other holidays that I've forgotten, but holidays. So that's what we're working on for the month of October. And I will stick a reminder in the Facebook group so that everybody knows they can start posting your pics. You can post your pics anytime you want of whatever you're working on, but if you want to post pics of your holiday kit, I'm going to be using my Spangler that I'm working on for drills and chills for that. So I'll try and take some pictures and post those. I've been really bad the last couple weeks about remembering to post stuff on Facebook, so I'll try to remember to do that. And you guys keep posting because I love seeing all of your pictures. And also for those of you who help out others in the group, thank you so much. Like I said, I'm really bad about remembering to go in there and do stuff. So when people have questions, it's lovely to see that others of you in the community go through and answer people's questions and help them out. And as you can see, I've got some cleaning up to do because I just knocked this over. Thank goodness that this is on the plastic, so it should clean up. Some of that's getting stuck under the plastic perforations, but hopefully I can clean that up relatively quickly since it's not on the sticky part. Thank goodness. Okay. I was going to show you my updated logbook, but I think I'll save that for another time, and I'll just call that good for today. So that's how my goals went. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know. I'm always interested. Like I said, if you're not a goal person, I totally understand. If you are setting some goals or have set some goals for yourself this year, have you made any of them yet? Have you rethought any of them yet? Like I said, I've already made some changes, and even making some changes, I don't think I'm going to make them. So it's a learning experience, right? A goal is not, it's not a win-lose proposition, I guess, is how I'm trying to look at it. It is a marker along the way. I have short-term goals that are markers, and I have long-term goals that are markers, and I measure myself each month to see if I'm making it to those markers. If I'm not making it to the markers, then maybe I need to reconsider, but also maybe I'm just going slower than I thought, and I'm still progressing, just not as quickly as I had anticipated or hoped, which is okay because I'm still making progress, right? So if you have goals and you are not all the way to where you want to be, don't stress. It'll all get done eventually. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.